Hey guys, Tazzy here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am reviving a series that kind of disappeared for a little bit. We're bringing it back. Yes, you guessed it, it's going to be Thursday. For those of you guys who don't know what Thursday is, I, Tazzy tell you guys a story that's weird, interesting, funny, I don't know, on a Thursday. This week's story is pretty interesting, so let's go ahead and get right into it, all right? Let's go. So this story takes place last summer. I just recently quit my job and I was working on videos for YouTube. When you're not working and you're not making any money, you're always looking for where you can be for free. So of course, I went to my local library. I love libraries. It's the only place that you can go and you don't have to buy a coffee. You can just sit there for free and do your work. And there was one particular day that I can never forget. I had left the library for a little bit to go drop off my sister at home, and when I came back to get my parking spot, I noticed a grumpy old man walking back to his car, which was right next to mine. When I looked at him, I was like, you know what, grumpy old man, not my problem. But little did I know, he was going to be my problem. So I parked my car and I'm walking into the library. By this time, he's already passed me. And as I'm pulling the door open, I start hearing all this mumbling and grumbling. And you know that moment where you hear your name in a crowd? I was having that kind of moment. All of a sudden, things started to become clear to me what that mumbling and grumbling was. And I realized when he said, Raghead, that he was talking to me. He was calling my name. And then a rush of adrenaline came over me, so I turned around and I looked at him and I just reacted right away and flipped him the bird and walked upstairs. Now, reacting to bigotry can be really tricky and difficult because in the movies they show the characters all composed and like they know exactly what they're gonna say and they have this great speech and they just look so heroic. But in that moment, most of the time, first of all, you don't know what's going on. You don't realize till it's too late sometimes. But this time I recognized what was happening before he left. And he wanted me to know what he was saying to me. I'm not ashamed of the way that I reacted, although some people might say that that wasn't a great way to react. I spoke his language. You know, sometimes you gotta just speak people's language so they understand you. When I look back at it, I think about all the things that I could have done. You know, I spoke his language. That's the route that I chose to go. The con of taking that route is that it never ends. You can just go back and forth with that person. Why did I not take out my phone and record him? That would have been my opportunity to go viral. However, the con of that one is that I have some serious feelings on public shaming. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of public shaming. I could have just ignored him, and that's seen as the higher route. However, that's where a lot of people end up internalizing things that happen to them, and then they just deal with it for the rest of their life, and the other person doesn't deal with anything. I could have dealt with this situation violently. I could have thrown a book at his head. I don't condone violence, and I don't know. I don't have an answer. I could have been my clever, sassy self. But you know what? In that moment, it just didn't happen. And it's really hard to be clever on the spot, especially when you're in a vulnerable situation like that. Anyway, moral of the story, my name is not Raghead. Even though I turned around and I responded to him calling me that way, the truth of the matter is, that's not my name. Yeah. And I'm not gonna turn around when that's not my name, and I'm not gonna respond when that's not my name. I know this isn't like many of our, I know this story is not as lighthearted as my other Thursdays, but you know what? It's important to share these things, and I'd love to hear your guys' feedback if you've ever been through something like this and how you would suggest to react in the comments down below. I hope you guys have a great day and look out for the email address to send an intro video. There's also links for social media down there. You guys have a nice day now. You heard? Okay, Tazzy out. Woo. Okay.